scared about the future and I wanna talk to you. Oh, I wanna talk to you. You could take a picture of something you see. In the future, where will I be? You could call to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference, it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you
10. Looks like Sean Dickinson. No, let it go. Oh, Saunders back into the pack. Takes Monsters. Donovan's in it. Sean English is in it. Oh my God, are you? Caution! No way. Or he's gonna dive bomb him. Here he goes. He's gonna try a bomb. All the way to his bumper. Can he shove him? Can't do it. Dylan Orton's gonna win it here in Iowa. Bump and run! Oh, he's done this before!
Bump and run, the 61 to the inside. Can he make it work? He's got it.
The inside of the O2. He's sliding! Oh, Burrows is around! Oh, the wrecking right in front of him. That's Mogren.
Jones, great run on the high side.
Drive off the corner and
They're gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a photo finish. 3 wide off the wire. And that's the stripe. It's gonna be Ruggles! Oh my God, what a finish! Ace car is in. We're up and away. Green flag.
61, Dominic Howell.
Oh, he gets hooked! Oh my God! Hard to the wall! Huge track on the start finish line. Who comes out on top?
Dallas Myhan wins.
Dallas Myhan wins it! What? Make quick work of that number 9 of Eric Andrews. Andrews washes up the racetrack. Oh, let's go! Oh no! Oh! They're gonna be wrecking. That's the big one. Oh my God! Connor's involved. They're still wrecking. Michigan 120 for the NFRL Berserker Series, round number 12 here, starting at the Irish Hills at Michigan International Speedway. Welcome here tonight for this coverage presented to you by Cam N, painting pictures with words. Otherwise than that, we're getting ourselves set up as we're under qualifying conditions. We're going to go ahead and show you our track info going to be stating here for tonight. Starting off, obviously the track itself. Track length 2 miles in length. Track turns 4, 1 in each corner. Elevation, we're going to run 100 above sea level. 1,000 above sea level. Track temp currently 106 out in the racetrack. Fairly cool. And laps total is 2. Weather right now looking nice. 73 degrees, 1% humidity. Wind going stale at northwest. Race analysis going to be shown on the right hand side of the screen. Length is 80 miles. 80 laps. 120 miles going to be around here for tonight. Stages are blank. No stages going to be right here for tonight. Pit window should be every 43 to 47 laps. Pit road speed is 55 miles per hour. So as drivers are go ahead and rounding around the racetrack to go ahead and log their fastest, we're going to go ahead and show up our point standings here for tonight. Currently, Zach Nichols in number 44, tied with John Furness in points. Carl Hanwork has fell back just a slight of where he was. Kevin Foster, Matt Kemp, Aaron Mulrooney Jr., Chase Bonser, Joseph Kizik, Derek Winter, Vince Marsh round out the top 10. Tyler Logan, Mark Stryker, Bryson Clark, Evan Rice, Kyle Smalley, Connor Crichton, Thomas Harmon, Kirk Marble, Pete Gilson, and Presley Gilson round out the top 20. Nichols has been dominant all season. He won it last week at Charlotte. So we'll see if he could go ahead and pick it up here tonight. Furness has 1 win. He picked it up at Atlanta. Hanwork as well, also 1 win. Came at Texas Motor Speedway. But it's been Zach Nichols who's definitely showing his strengths as a championship contender here for tonight. We'll see on how he performs at Michigan International Speedway. We'll put our cameras on the racetrack as we're going to pop up our standings on the left-hand side of the screen. This is Chase Bonser making himself around the racetrack. The number 81 as he works himself off of 4. To the start-finish line he goes. He puts himself in 6th place. Matt Kemp also on the racetrack as well. Loops off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And into 3 and 4. And to log in a lap time. Now the time to do so as he outtracks the corner right next to the wall. And all the way to the apron to log himself in 2nd. Near Parker Tatro. Zach Nichols on the apron, looking to go out late. Skylar Carnes out on the racetrack, running a different paint scheme here for tonight. Not in his usual Interstate Batteries machine. He's going to work himself in P13. Josh Peak also on the racetrack as well. Peak rounds the corner off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Carl Hanwork, the man who's sitting 3rd in points as of right now, also out on the racetrack. He's sporting some different colors. Right up against the safer barrier and going to bring it all the way down to take his first lap around. Evan Rice also on the racetrack as well. Had to log in a lap and works himself off at 2. Eric Royce, not on the racetrack, but on pit road. Connor Crichton, the 15. Works himself into 3 and 4. Floating along that second groove, and that's where you're going to see all those cars be for, most likely for the rest of the race, because that second groove is the place to be. Crichton logs himself in 22nd. Zach Nichols out on the racetrack, works himself into 3 and 4. Rounds off the corner, out tracks it right next to the safer barrier, and decides to not go for that lap. Still has 1 minute and 44 to log in at least one more lap. Bryson Clark sitting at the edge of pit road. I mean, not pit road, but the start-finish line. As well as Kyle Smalley. They're electing to go to the rear as you see one car jump up to the top. And that'd be John Furness in the number 82. Who's stolen away that top spot. And he sits on top of the board. The only person who's yet to log in a lap is Zach Nichols. And we'll see if he could work himself back up front. Rounds off the corner. Puts himself into turns 3 and 4. He is going to make it to the wire, only with 25 seconds remaining. Hello, Corey Long. Logs across the start-finish line, and Nichols going to be in P5, so that'll mean the number 82 of John Furness will be your pole sitter here for tonight. Congratulations, that number 82. So we set ourselves up for this 80 lapper here for tonight. Switch around the session, and after that, we'll get ourselves green, but we'll go over the grid right about now. John Furness in the number 82 logs himself up front. Congratulations to the 82 for putting his Chevy Camaro up front. Parker Tatro in the 98, who is fastest in practice, going to be on the high side. Matt Kemp, Morgan Baird, going to be row number 2. Row number 3 is Zach Nichols, your current points leader. Joseph Kizik, going to be in 6th place. Vince Marsh, Alan Dobbs rounds out row number 4. Row number 5, Chase Bonser, Kevin Foster. Row 6, Tyler Logan, Aaron Mulrooney Jr. Row 7 going to be Ryan Libby, Mark Love in 43. Row 8, Kirk Marble, Skylar Carnes. Joshua Crane, Craig Curtis round out row number 9. Row 10 going to be Jaden Kurtachi and Derek Winter. Presley Gilson and Evan Rice round out row number 11. Justin Walters, Carl Hanwork, 2nd in points. Row number 12. Row number 13, David Fuge and Connor Crichton. Row 14, Josh Peak, Pete Gilson in number 18. Row 15, going to be Bryson Clark, Kyle Smalley. Row 16, Lucas Cram joining in late, as well as Eric Royce, who didn't log out on the racetrack. Liam Sheen, Mark Stryker, row number 17. And that will be the final row here for this one. We're going to go over some tracks facts if you're now just joining us here for tonight. We welcome you here live for the Michigan 120 NFRL Berserker Series, round number 12 at Michigan, obviously. Race analysis, going to be shown on the right-hand side of your screen. Michigan International Speedway. Length 80 laps. Miles 120. No stages. Pit window going to be every 43 to 47 laps. Pit road speed is 55. We're running here in the 2-mile oval. Only one configuration around the racetrack, unless, look at these people, giving their crew a bit of a high five, making sure they're correct stalls and such. Track turns for one in each corner. Elevation roaming around 1,000 above sea level. And 80 laps total going to be ran here for tonight. Weather right now, 73 degrees, humidity at 1%, wind going north at 3 miles per hour. So partly cloudy skies as well on the racetrack. So should be a clean day from start to finish. The NFRL Berserker Series about to take the green here for the Michigan 120. My name is Zico Reyes. If you're not just joining us here for tonight, getting set to go green for this 80-lapper. Congratulations to number 82, John Furnish, for picking up the pole. And that Camaro currently sits, I think, around 8th or 7th in points as of right now. Pace car slides itself onto pit road. The field bunches up for the first start of tonight's 80-lapper.
Green, green, green.
Green, green. And we're up and away here at Michigan. Wide action in the mid-section of the field. Meanwhile, up front, it's a draft fest as the 82, John Furnace, is trying to pull away from the 48 of Matt Kemp. He has in tow the 44 of Zach Nichols, who's going to peek to the low side. 3 wide action right behind as, oh, the 98 of Parker Tatro is going to get turned, slams into somebody, and we're wrecking. Mulrooney's in it, and we're piling up. Oh, even more hits. The 3 gets hit late. Oh, my goodness. The 2 of Mulrooney flew back onto the racetrack, but there was a lot of contact within that top 5, and we have taken out already at least 3 or 4 drivers before the end of lap 2. Unreal. We're gonna see what happened, but looks like a close racing just went wrong. As you see, the 81 of Chase Bonser, looks like the 53 of Joseph Kizik just got squeezed in the mix, and the 98 of Parker Tatro couldn't really do anything about it. And he had it well saved, and after that, here comes everybody just piling in. The 3 of Josh Peak was the 3 car who washed in. There's Mulrooney who got hit, and he also got hit by, dang, that car. I think that was Evan Rice in the number 8. You see the 34, Lucas Cram, also involved in that mess as well. Lucas got hit by Tatro, and he slid down all the way to the inside wall, slammed it hard. All those people's day, Mulrooney, Josh Peak, Lucas Cram, Parker Tatro, maybe Evan Rice, if he was, yeah, he was in it, obviously. Those people's days are gonna be done for in a big, big wreck. In turns number 1 and 2 is going to bring us to the first caution here for tonight. And you hate to see that this early in the race, especially. They're being fairly aggressive up front. Got a lot of laps. 120 miles going to be ran here for tonight. But some driver priorities just conflicting, unfortunately. A big mess. Wants them up in turn number 2. And that's gonna kill Mulrooney in points. He was running 5th, I mean 6th in points with 356 points on his back. And a bad day here. Obviously not gonna be shown out well, but you really hate to see it. It may be a one-line gag, but when you're involved in some kind of shenanigans like that, oh boy, it only aggravates the driver. One to go at the wire, so we'll get a quick yellow, unfortunately. It'll be Furness, Kemp, Morgan, Bonser, and Logan. All within the top 5. Everybody from 16th on back has elected to come onto pit road. Zach Nichols gonna lead that charge to the green. Also pitted was the 14 of Vince Marsh, Craig Curtis, as well as Joseph Kizik. Right in front of the 44, Zach Nichols. We'll have to see on how they'll play out for this restart. Pace car gonna slide itself onto pit road, working off our first caution of the night. And leading the field to the green, gonna be the number 82, John Furness, who won the pole and has led all the laps from the drop of the first green. Pace car is in. We're lining up to go green. As green flags out, cars are jumping it and shooting up to the high side. That was one car, as I don't even know who that was. He's going to let up that, actually, because that is jumping the restart. NFRL does not allow. Does not allow jumping restarts, and he will most likely get a penalty. Do not know who that is, but meanwhile, for turn number 2, work down the back straightaway. John Furness is looking to pick up his 2nd win. The only person with multiple wins is your points leader, Zach Nichols, who's currently jammed back in 14th place as they work to the start-finish line. Furness pulls away just by 3/10 over the 2nd place guy of Matt Kemp. Side by side, right behind. Well, they were nearly going side by side, but elects not to do. The 81 of Bonser elects not to go with it. Works themselves off the corner. Down the back straightaway, a bit of blocking going on right in the back. I think that's Joshua Crane all the way to the low side, blocking out Vince Marsh to the 14. Working in turns number 3. A bit of single file racing. Might have a bit of contact at the 22. Nearly gets cut off. It's Alan Dobbs in the number 22, who's now side by side with the 5 of Tyler Logan. That was Kirk Marble in the 61. That came down on him. Luckily, no contact was made. They keep it green. Dobbs gonna slide in front of the 5 of Tyler Logan, or at least try to. They're gonna go side by side around the corner. Product of Michigan. Multi-groove racing working at its finest. So you see the 22 work himself to the low side. The 5 of Tyler Logan, and Derek Winter in that number 9 wants to go ahead and make some noise as well. This front 5 are all single file. Only double file here with Alan Dobbs and Tyler Logan. Working up to the quarter panel of the 22. The preferred groove around here in this racetrack is that 2nd lane. You'll see drivers straddling in most of the race. You could probably make the 3rd lane work as well, but it's very rare to see that 3rd lane come into mix. Winter was looking to pass the number 5 of Tyler Logan. Couldn't do it. Everybody stays in single file formation. Bit of double wide action right behind. This is Mark Love in the 43. Making a bit of noise with the 53 of Joseph Kizik. Flying the 1. Love gonna slide in front of Kizik. Off the 2. Hard wreck on lap number 2 has brought us down to clean racing. And a bit of an exchange, I guess you could say. 44 of Zach Nichols is looking around. The 14 of Vince Mars. They're going to go 3 wide in the start-finish line, and that's the 44 of Zach Nichols, who wants to put that machine towards in that top 10. Slides himself right in front of the 5 of Tyler Logan. 14 of Vince Marsh works himself right off the corner. He clears the 44 of Zach Nichols. The 5, unfortunately, is going to have to settle down for 10th place. Close racing right in front of the 44. This will be Derek Winter. Slides up to the high side. Alan Dobbs being the blockade to these two. They work to the start-finish line. It's about the top 5 is pulling away. Just a lot of action around this area of the racetrack into turns number 1 and 2. The 44, Zach Nichols. Only spot to go is that low side. He's 6th to nose. Down in, coming in at 9. Here we go, a bit of side-by-side action up front. Morgan Baird and Chase Bonser want to go at it. They go head-to-head right off of turn number 4 as looks like Dobbs got booted up the racetrack. Right in the background, he's going to fall in multiple positions, about 2. Not a lot, but going to lose a lot of momentum on number 22. They're still side-by-side for this position. Morgan Baird, number 10, is looking to pull away from the 81 and Chase Bonser. Work themselves right up the corner, and Bonser slide in right behind the 10. Meanwhile, John Furness is just nailing laps left and right. We'll see how he compares to the second place guy of Matt Kemp. Fairly close times as of right now, but the tires are starting to wear out on this V6 tire model. We're not running the V7 tire model on these Xfinity machines. Right off the corner. But a disconnection with Vince Marsh and Alan Dobbs. And Dobbs is under pressure from the 9 of Derek Winter. Side-by-side action right behind. Also haven't talked about the 46 of Ryan Libby. He wants to make some noise as he works himself into the top 10. Libby up to the highest side and oh, Dobbs gets turned!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Caution's out. And Dobbs got turned off of 4. Don't know who that was. We're gonna get a replay. What happened in the 22? Alan Dobbs has worked himself. I got loose. Lost the car in 3 and 4. Chased it down the racetrack because that was basically where his car was pointed around. And unfortunately, nowhere to go for the 9 of Derek Winter. He's gonna have a lot of damage on that machine. He tried to get off of him. But unfortunately, too little, too late. Everybody hits pit road. Our first green flag pit stops of the night. being led by the 82 John Furness. Everybody slaps on 4, and the first off of pit road by a huge margin will be the 82 John Furness. Scroll through the field as the drivers work themselves off the pit road. Everybody in front of the 82 is some sort of lap car. If you do got a 1 to go at the wire, we'll drag into the booth, number 72 of Eric Royce. Hey, Royce, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, I see you're running in 16th place. How's the car right now?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
All right, man. As you work to this next restart, what's your plans coming in for the next green?
I'm just kind of riding around right now, but it seems like everybody's clearing the way. I think I'm up like 16 spots.
Yeah, you got it on the dot. You started 32nd and currently in 16th, but otherwise than that, man, got any sponsor you want to thank here for tonight for this race?
GTR.
All right, man. 10-4. We're gonna let you go. Go ahead and have fun and good luck.
Alrighty, thank you. Have a good one.
You too. It's Eric Royce in number 72. We're going to be interviewing some drivers mid-race, so we got a lot of drivers and some voice chats, so maybe under caution we'll drag a couple drivers in, just to get their input on what's happening on the racetrack as of right now. So let's work down to the tri-oval. This is not a tri-oval, this is a D-oval, so onto the front stretch. Again, all these drivers ahead of John Furness will get the wave around. That'll be Carl Hanwick, Presley Gilson, Craig Curtis. Dave Hughes will be trimmed. One down, unfortunately, but he'll be the only car one down. So we're going to double up for the restart, and the number 82. John Furness will be your control car. Down the back straightaway, your top 10 going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen. John Furness, Matt Kemp, Morgan Baird, Kirk Marble, Chase Bonser, Vince Marsh, Zach Nichols, Justin Kizik, Ryan Libby, and Kyle Smalley going to round out the top 10. Working off our second caution of the night. John Furness has led every lap from the drop of the green. And here he is, leading the field to this third restart. Everybody bunches up, double file, but field in the hands of that number 82 as we take the green flag to the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
We're up and away here at Michigan. Fairly harsh scramble in the rear of the field around where the lap cars are. Don't know what happened there, but they single it out. Meanwhile, up front, speaking of singling it out, The 82, John Furness, is trying to pull away from the 10 of Morgan Baird. Got a nice start off the green. Here he is in second place. Kirk Marble's getting a bit of pressure by the number 14 of Vince Marsh. Vince was running second in practice. As it worked right off the corner, bit of crossover move, and the 14 gonna go to the low side, slipstream off the 48 of Matt Kemp. Marsh trying to take 5th away from the 61. I mean, it's 4th place from the 61 as he gets a bit tight into the corner. 61 gonna lay the quarter panel right onto the 14. Kirk Marble and Vince Marsh going head to head right off a 2. But the more these twos run side by side, the more these top 3 are just gonna pull. Marsh gonna sail it to the low side to complete that position. And Marsh is gonna slide into 4th place, and here comes Bonser. He wants to make a bit of noise. Crossover move right off the corner, and the 61, Kirk Marble, goes back under the 14 as they head into 1. Still side by side for that position. Kirk gonna slide in line. Bonser didn't really have anywhere to go. The 44 of Zach Nichols is gonna sail it right to the low side. Try to make that bottom side work. But as they work right off the corner, I think Kirk is gonna cross the start-finish line before 44 Zach does. And Bonser is gonna be the biggest loser off of that, losing more ground to 61. So whip right off the corner. Look how close they are right up off. Near contact being made with Kirk Marble and 44, Zach Nichols. Nichols gonna sail it to clear that 61. We'll see if Kirk can pull a crossover right off the floor. Right to the back bumper of him. Can't mount up a charge to look low, but he still has a run going, and he peeks to the I side. He's heading to 1. Still up front though, John Furness is slowly inching away. That number 82, Kirk, running the lower side of the racetrack where the car has been on until now. The lower you are on the racetrack, the more you're gonna lose a bit of time. Because this is really, oh my goodness, the 61 nearly doored the 81 to Chase Bonser. But this track is really momentum based. Hence why you don't see drivers all the way to the white line. That second groove prevails because this is a multi-groove racetrack. I mean, it's a progressively banked racetrack, and you see the 81 of Bonser get a bit of right off the corner. Joseph Pizik gonna take challenge of that. Zach Nichols is trying to pull up away from the 14 of Vince Marsh. Slipstreaming action. Usually, in real life, you can see it's the higher downforce draft package being ran here in Michigan, but in this type of scenario, iRacing, you only get one package around, and it's a normal base package, so hence you won't see a lot of suck up from the straightaways. But you'll still see the slipstream come into effect. Just about the whole field is single file. But that second position is heating up. Right behind Morgan Baird, 2 drivers who are hungry to get second place and maybe up there for the win, for the lead. Matt Kemp and Zach Nichols, as we see one driver all the way to the apron of the racetrack and spins it around. That will be a caution. And that will be Mark Love. And the reason I said that will be a caution is because this the newer Michigan the way cautions are thrown versus the older Michigan, if cars spin on the apron, usually there's no caution being called, but we'll see right off the corner. This is Mark Love. Looks like he got a bit loose right off of 4 and tried to correct it. Had it saved, but spun it around, and iRacing detected a spin. That brought out the caution here for tonight. That was a 17, Bryson Clark up on the high side. Didn't even touch him. So we're just down to pace car speed as we work on our 3rd caution of the night. Fairly simple as of right now. A couple early spins and such, left and right. Pace car is in. I mean, not pace car, but drivers are on a pit road. And pit road is open. The leader of the number 82, John Furness, will treat the field for a fresh rubber. So we're getting to their pit stalls. Oh, looks like Kizik just overshot it just a slight. We'll see who comes out first. No driver electing to stay out. More tires and fresh Sunoco fuel as, ooh, close racing, and I think the 44 gained a spot in that exchange. He moves himself into 3rd place. Good stop by Zach Nichols to get a 14.06. Looks like Kemp got a slightly longer pit stop. 14.2. That just tells you how much time means on pit road. 1/10 off could cost you a position, and you saw there. Zach Nichols got a faster pit stop than the 48 of Matt Kemp, and he moves himself into 3rd. Just like real life, except it's obviously on the sim. Well, we're under caution as of right now. We'll go ahead and drag a driver. Into here. We'll go ahead and drag the 77 of Mark Stryker into the booth, and Mark, you got a copy? Hey Mark, it's Ezekiel up in the KMN booth. You got a copy?
Yes.
Alright, man. You're currently running 19th. As of right now, you started in 34th. You're floating towards the rear of the field. You're just waiting for drivers to clear themselves out to work yourself toward the front?
Yep, worked out last night. Started 27th, finished 6th last night.
Yeah, you're looking to replicate here for tonight with that top 10. How's the car out there as of right now?
Tighter than hell.
Well, hopefully you can adjust and work yourselves toward the top 15. But before we let you go, any sponsor you want to thank you have on board for tonight's race?
Well, sorry, they were talking in the other microphone.
Oh, any sponsor you want to thank as of right now? Anything you have on board?
Nope. Nope, just me.
All right, man. 10-4. You go ahead. And good luck. Have fun.
Okay, thanks.
That's Mark Stryker in number 77. So we're heading the 1-2 green at the line. They're doing a bit of a 4-wide salute for the broadcast. Cool. So it's Furnace. He's going to elect the inside. Let's work down the back straightaway. Obviously working off our third caution of the night. Third of the race has been ran under caution, but luckily more green flag laps than caution laps. Scroll through the top 10. John Furnace, number 82, started up front. He's led all laps. Morgan Baird, number 10. Zach Nichols. Matt Kemp. Vince Marsh, Kirk Marble. Chase Bonser. Kyle Smalley. Ryan Libby. Joshua Crane rounding out the top 10. Here we go, setting ourselves for the next restart. The 82 is going to lead the field to the next green flag. Base car slides itself onto pit road, field in the hands of the John Furnace. It's a work into the restart zone.
Green flag.
We're up and away here at Michigan. Oh, bit of contact right behind it. I don't know if that will be a caution. The drivers are scrambling all over the place. We'll see if black flags are handed out. But another jam up in the rear of the field. Drivers were just anticipating wrong, but unfortunately the back half of the field is damaged from that restart. But here we go, we head ourselves into 3 and 4. Down onto the front straightaway, Morgan Baird, number 10, just trying to pinch down the 44 of Zach Nichols as much as he can. Retain that spot. He's going to sail himself into 1 and 2. He'll most likely get the run right off as Nichols is sliding up the racetrack. Near contact being made. Look at the 48 of Matt Kemp, going to take it 3. What a move by Matt Kemp to work himself to the low side of the 44 of Zach Nichols. And he's going to take the spot away from him. 3 wide action yet again, all the way to the rear in this midsection of the field. Kyle Smalley, Ryan Libby, and Eric Royce gonna go right at it. Somebody's got to give into one. Looks like it'll be Libby. Libby's gonna use that outside line to his advantage to work around the 72 of Eric Royce. Double wide here for second place yet again. And the 48 gonna sail it in to attempt to clear the 10. Still clear, still clear. Slide job off of 4 and Kemp into second place as Morgan is looking to fall more spots. And now his position is in the hands of the 44's Zach Nichols. Near contact. Oh, there is contact as they head into 1. Buried up the track. Marsh gonna go to the low side and try to make something of it. That's what drivers have to do to defend their position, is just pinch as hard as they can, and hopefully the driver on the inside does not get a run. And unfortunately, if you pinch a bit too closely, it'll be like the 10 falling back a lot more positions than what was intended to. Go into 1. Barrett slides himself in line. He's back straightaway. John Furnace has been the fastest car this whole entire race. Matt Kemp in the 48. Look at the 10 of Morgan Barrett. He wants a bit of action of the 81 as he worked off of 4. Looks like it's going to be the low side in 3 and 4 that's holding up strong, rather than the second groove. We'll see if drivers could adjust and nail down 3 and 4 hard, because they're still just about side by side. Off of turn number 2. Top 4 attempted to pull away. Kirk Marble and the number 61 is bump drafting the 81 of Chase Bonser. He's going to clear into 3. still trying to roll the bottom side of the racetrack. Can't really, well, actually he did there. And he sucked right back into the 81's hands. Up to the middle. Oh boy. Bonser opened up the door for Kirk. Just a slight. Barrett back to the inside. Looks like Bonser got a bit tight. These two are just jammed up side by side. The top four is just rolling up and away. Bonser finally clears that 10 of Morgan Baird. And look at the 61 of Kirk Marble trying to make something happen. Oh my goodness. A horrible corner by Bonser as it gets a bit sideways right off. Luckily, he does clear off of 4. So working 1. Oh, the 10 is sideways. And the 57, not Morgan Baird, but Kyle Smalley gets into him. Not enough to turn him around, but the 10, a nice save through 1 and 2. Boy, that machine is all sorts of sideways, but luckily he's keeping it still in the top 10. Looking 3 wide right behind as Kizik moves himself to the inside. Can't think much of it as they work into 1. Just about side by side as they work around. Kizik slides up the racetrack. Nearly got into the 46 of Ryan Libby. Meanwhile, up front, a 44 of Zach Nichols is now going to be your first challenger for the lead. We're working on halfway this time by. Furness has led all 40. And he will secure the most laps led for tonight. Kemp runs in 3rd place. Side-by-side action here for 5th. Chase Bonser is trying to get to the low side of the 61 of Kirk Marble. Kirk's been running strong. Within that 5th spot, but looks like he's going to fall outside the top 5. Scrambling right behind, that'd be the 9 of Derek Winter looking at the high side of Kizik. Still side-by-side in this position in front of the screen. Kirk gonna run the high side and defend that line over Chase Bonser as they work off of 2. Mentioned it earlier on the front straightaway. Look at the side-by-side action. There's a 53 of just Kizik. Gonna work to the low side in the 9. Derek Winter, but was looking like a slide job right off the corner, but all these cars are all sorts of sideways by the looks of it. Bryson Clark making some noise. He works himself into 11th place. One more position outside the top 10. He started himself all the way in 29th. He's making noise. For Carl Hanwork is 3rd in points. He's had a quiet day. Qualified in 24th position. Now is in 12th. Haven't really talked about him all race, but now here he is. Boy, the 46 of Ryan Libby was sideways in front of the screen. He's going to fall into the hands of that number 53 of Joseph Kizik. Now we're getting into the portion of the race in which long runs are starting to be dividend and off screen. Unfortunately, we got a lead swap, and the 44, Zach Nichols, has put that number 44 Supra up front. Take a replay on how we passed him. 82. A Furnace was just trying to defend as much as he can. You could only do so much to defend off a driver who is faster than you. It looks like Nichols came up with a run down onto the back straightaway. Peeked himself to the inside. Clean sweep coming into 3 and 4. It looks like Furnace got a bit tight. Yeah, it looks like Furnace actually got loose, not tight, but work ourselves back live. Furnace has lost the lead to the most dominant driver in this series, Zach Nichols. Starting to pull away from 82, John Furnace. Most of the field is starting to spread out now, except for this portion of the pack. This will be Alan Dobbs right here in this pack as well. Let's work right off the corner. Crichton slides to the low side. Looks like the 16 and Joshua Crane got in the wall off of 2. Dobbs already has a bit of damage from earlier. So all these drivers racing for as much real estate as they can. So there's Crichton, Tyler Logan, Alan Dobbs, Jaden Katachi, 11, 61 to Kirk Marble, Joshua Crane as well. Up here in the mix.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag. It looks like we got a wreck with Connor Crichton, and that will mean there will be no more pit stops from this point forward. That meaning the fuel window is too small to make their required pit stop. But oh man, you see there 61 of Kurt Marble get all sorts of sideways. We're gonna focus in on this 15 of Connor Crichton as they're coming into turns number 1 and 2. All sorts of drivers running all sorts of lines with this long run. Right up off the corner. I don't know what happened. Still trying to find. Contact, there it is. Apologies about that. Had my rewind set wrong, but looks right off the corner. Oh, Crichton got sideways and around he went. Went flying into the infield and does keep the car straight. Caution is called. He didn't even spin, and the caution yet flew out. Oh my goodness, Crichton just slammed, I mean not Crichton, but that's Kizik who slammed the inside pit wall as he was trying to get on the pit road. Misinterpreted those tires, and unfortunately he's going to be big doo-doo with that left front damage. But as he worked off the corner, looks like Furnace is going to lose multiple positions all the way down to 5th place. A horrible pit stop by the 82. And that will mean Zach Nichols have to make something happen as the cone gets killed off of 2. onto the start-finish line. And we're going to slide ourselves to the side. Play a couple commercials as we're under our, I think, our 4th caution of the night. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned. More to come as we hit a round with 30 to go. Welcome here back alive for the Michigan 120 NFRL Berserker Series. Going to round out our last 30 laps. Race summary going to be shown on the right-hand side of the screen. Currently, your leader is Zach Nichols. So work through turns 3 and 4. Going to get for the restart. 30 laps remaining left in this 120 miler as we set ourselves up for this green flag. Let's go back racing here at Michigan as a pace car slides itself back onto pit road. Green, green, green.
Green flag, green flag.
Kent got a nice jump. The restart. So we work ourselves into turns number 1. Racing right off of 4 around where the top 5 roam around is Vince Marsh and Chase Monson in the 81 going at it as we head into turns number 1. 44 of Zach Nichols is aiming to pull himself away as here comes the 14 of Vince Marsh. May have a slight bit of contact as he work off of the team, but he do not. Close racing still as Bonser gets a bit of paint job by number 14. Boy, Bonser fell back a lot of positions as he now slides himself back into 7th place. This top 8 are all in a single file and they're working off of the slipstream of that 44 of Zach Nichols, who's in clean air as of right now, which is probably going to be key on how it'll play out for him. Here we go. Bit of moves being made into turn number 1. John Furness is trying to take away 57. Wow, Smalley has got one car hitting the outside wall. That's Ryan Libby. And the 46 Bonds are going to go right under for position. But now he's third place. He's duking it out. That's going to allow Matt Kemp and Zach Nichols to opt up and away. Side-by-side action here for 5th place. Here comes Hanworth. Haven't talked about him all race. He works himself into the top 5. He wants to make some noise now. Working on this final 30 laps to go. And boy, the 57 of Kyle Smalley does not want to give him the apron. Daytona. That number 57 machine. Right up for 4. Zach Nichols is logging laps up and away. And no tomorrow, but John Furness may have something to say about that. Last time by was just a slight bit faster than the leader. That number 44, Zach Nichols. Straightaway. Still, Zach Nichols, number 44, is up front. John Furness wants to make a bit of noise. Can't. Slowly sniffing that 44's draft. Top 8 are starting to fan out. A slight bit more. Side-by-side action right behind. Joshua Crane, Colin Dobbs. Dobbs got a bit tight off the corner, and here comes Crane to the inside. This is for 11th position. Now Katachi gonna go to the low side. He wants to make something happen. Oh, contact. As Dobbs yet again all over the place and 3 wide because of it. Dobbs attempted to pitch down to 5 of Tyler Logan and just Kizik. Back in line. Racing hard. Look at that, the 82, John Furness, has found himself into 2nd place. Whoa, the 48 of Matt Kemp was all sorts of sideways, as well as Ryan Libby. And that'll allow the 81 of Chase Monster to go up and away. 20 laps to go. Remember, 80%, actually 90% of these races have ended under a late race restart or a green-white checker. The only 2 races that didn't end under a late race restart was the Charlotte Roval and the Daytona race, in which both went green from start to finish. We'll see if we get another late race yellow. Nichols floating away, but look at this line right behind Derek Winter. Bryson Clark also in here as well. Ryan Libby also in the mix. JD Itachi is in here. Morgan Baird is running towards top 5, but he's falling out now. Side-by-side action right behind. This is Carl Hanwork in the 4. Kyle Smalley in the 57. I've been hearing tight setups, but boy, it looks all sorts of loose as of right now. But up front, Zach Nichols is slowly pulling away from the 82 of John Furness. This is now running a different line rather than Nichols, who wants to arc it in at a wider angle in a 1. We'll see what that gains him.
Yellow flag is
oh,
out.
yellow. Dave Fuge ran off a 2. And we'll see what happened to the number 13 as he worked off. Looks like Fuge just lost it on his own. Had to log it down. And that brought out the caution here with 16 laps to go. And now you have to come in and pit. This will be the money stop. This right here will probably determine the output of the race. Everybody's bunching up on the pit road. Obviously, everybody will slow on in as Furness is looking to get sandwiched. Nobody stays out on the racetrack except wave arounds, but here we go. You gotta nail your stop now or else it's over. I think it's going to be close between all these top 3. Between Furness, Kemp, and Nichols as they work off the course. And looks like Furness is going to get 2 in 1. And Furness moves himself into the top position. What a stop by that number 82. And Furness reclaims the throne off of pit road. Oh my goodness, wow. Great job by John Furness on that round of pit stops as the cone is being abused. Poor cone. Coles has led the second half of the race up until now. John Furness has led the most. Secured the most laps led. What a stop by that number 82, John Furness. We'll see on what lane number 82 will pick. But if I was John Furness, I know for sure that the 44 of Zach Nichols is the fastest car on the racetrack. I would pick the outside line to get that 48 in front of Zach Nichols for the restart. if Furnace can find some sort of cushion between him and Nichols, Furnace has this secure in the bag, but boy, Nichols is just so strong everywhere. On road courses, on short tracks, here in the half miles, and here in the bigger speedways. We've basically seen him win everywhere. Or hasn't he won? That's the question. He's been to victory lane 4 times tonight. I mean, this season. Attempting to go 3 in a row. He won his first at Martinsville on the short track. He won a 1.5 mile race at Chicagoland. He won it at Richmond on the short track again. He won it at the Roval. Now here we are, the 2 Mile Speedway. And he's attempting to go 3 in a row. And that number 44 machine. There he is, in front of your screen. Started in 5th, now currently in 3rd. Based off of his standards, I guess that's a poor qualifying effort, but he's now in position to win it. He has 13 laps to make something happen. If a late race yellow does come out, it will split the strategy on how these drivers will handle the rest of the race. But here we go. Let's remind ourselves of this next green flag run. Matt Kemp is trying to play spoiler, and indeed the 82 of John Furnace elects the high side for the restart. That's a great move. That's probably the strategic move of the race, to pick that outside to get a cushion between you as the 82, the 44 Matt Kemp. Wait, not the 44 Matt Kemp, the 44 is Zach Nichols. Here we go for the restart. John Furnace electing the high side. We'll see if the 48 can make something happen down low. Pace car slides itself on a pit road for the 5th time tonight. As we work off the 5th caution, as here we go for the restart. Green, green, green.
Green, green, green.
That's what Furnace needed to do to clear that 48. And hopefully they go side by side. Right in the back. Oh! Boxer in the wall! Huge wreck right behind. As that's Baird who also gets turned. The wrecking again. That's Joshua Crane into the outside wall. And now that just gives more room. That just gives less racing real estate for the 44 of Zach Nichols. And that was a messy restart for some reason. They looked like they kept it clean, but Bonser just shot up the racetrack. The 81's day is most likely going to be done for. He stops on the edge of pit right there. But oh boy, it's coming down to business, and whoa, that looked to be a really bad had to be some sort of hardware issue. He turned straight left. Pounded the high side of the wall. That car looks alright, but he obviously put it to a stop immediately. Watch it again. Obviously, it involved the 4 of handwork. The 16 was also in it. be the first big wreck of the night. We're on board with Kurt Marble as requested, and you see there, Tyler Logan and Morgan Baird also got into each other. Dobbs gets involved as Joshua Crane slid up the racetrack. Under caution yet again. That was awkward. Monster saying his wheel glitched, unfortunately. So we're under caution again. Not a lot to be said. I'm pretty sure the 82 of John Furness is gonna elect what he did last restart and start on the high side. That'll give at least 7 laps for Zach Nichols to make something happen. Matt Kemp has a bit of front-end damage on that machine. Just now picking that up. We move the ticker out of the way, but he does have a couple cracks around the hood of that car. So hopefully, that car is kept straight. Kemp is currently running in started in third place. Is now in second, not first, because he's electing to go, because Furness elected the high side for the restart. Kemp is running 5th in points as of right now. Pull up point standings one more time before we take the green flag for most likely the final time tonight. Zach Nichols and John Furness, 2 of the most dominant drivers here tonight, are going to be starting 1st and 3rd. So here we go. It's a battle of whoever these 2 come up front will come out as points leader. Pace car slides itself onto pit road. John Furness, the 82. Field in the hands of him as we set for the restart.
Green flag, green flag.
We're up and away as the bottom side of the lane does not go, and Coles is looking to the inside. You can't really do that in NFRL, but oh boy, you gotta get some type of thing going, and they're gonna take it 3 coming into turns number 1. Nichols to the inside. Slides right off the corner. Look at the 57 and Kyle Smalley 3 wide down the back straightaway. Nichols is stuck in the middle. And this is what the 82 needed to see. Right off the corner, bit of contact as, wow! The 57 as Smalley slides into a hole of some sort. And he puts himself in third. Car on the wall right behind. That's the 17 of Bryson Clark. Smalley into third place. What a move. Right off the corner, here comes Smalley to the low side. Vince is gonna touch him! Oh, geez, they're planning a wreck right off of 2. Close quarters racing as they head down the back straightaway as they clear themselves finally. Some more side-by-side racing right behind. But this is just gonna allow the 82 just to pull up and away. Unless if we get another restart. The 40 and Matt Kemp is trying to play as big of a spoiler as he can. Smalley and Nichols are still battling it out for this second spot. Vince Marsh is also getting into the mix as it works himself to the inside of the 57. Look right off the corner. The 44 is Zach Nichols finally clears that 4th place, and now he has his sights set on the 48 and Matt Kemp. But Kemp, last time by, he was just about as fast as the leader. Looks like that front end damage isn't affecting as much as I thought it would. 4 laps to go this time by. Furness has to nail 4 clean laps, and this is 8 miles, so still a lot of racing left to go. Looking right behind, look at all this side-by-side racing. If these people crash toward the rear of the field, that will bring out a caution, and we'll go into green-white checker territory. Libby to the inside. They're going to take it not 4 wide, but 3 wide, and Smalley works himself to the low side of Vince Marsh. Top 3 aiming to pull away. 3 wide right behind. Crichton to the low side. He has no help. 4 wide. Just about as the 53 gets pinched. They're still looking 4 wide. Somebody has to give. Crichton slides up the racetrack. Nearly gets into Kirk Marble. In the meantime, the top 3 are pulling away. Crash right behind. Crichton goes around. And that'll bring out the caution.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And that should have been expected. 90% of the races in NFRL has ended under a green-white checkered, and here we are yet again. And that means John Furness will have to restart yet again. If they only made it. If they only made it to the white. They were racing so hard for this position. And there's only, it looks like Bryson Clark just got in the wall. Kizik just clipped the 4 of handwork, and around they all went. Handwork keeps it straight, but Crichton goes around, and that brings out the caution. And here we go, gonna double it up for another restart. Furness is probably gonna do what he did last time. Oh, they're juking just about everybody on pit road. Bad move to go on the pit road if you're sitting around here inside the top 10, but people like Morgan Baird, Dave Fuge, Craig Curtis, Joshua Crane, Evan Rice, Connor Crichton. Unless if you have damage, or you're running outside the top 15, top 10, might as well elect to go on the pit road. Wave around to the number 24th position of Pete Gilson in the 18th. Place your bets. Who's going to come out up front? John Furness is trying to pick up his second win. Matt Kemp is trying to play spoiler to pick up his first. Zach Nichols, the most dominant car this whole season, has already picked up 4. He's looking for his 5th tonight. Looking like Christopher Bell here in the Xfinity Series. Ironic because these are the B cars as well. Might as well call the 44 of Zach Nichols, Christopher Bell. Place your bets, chat. We'll see who comes out up front. And one small mistake by one of these leaders could cost them the race. Scroll through the top 10, I mean the whole field, before we take this green flag for what seems to be the final time tonight, hopefully. Green, white, checkered territory. Your pole sitter of John Furness has a good shot at winning it. Matt Kemp trying to play spoiler on the high side, or on the low side. Zach Nichols, the 44. Vince Marsh, 14. Kyle Smalley. Ryan Libby, Derek Winter, Kirk Marble, Hubbard, Jaden Kachachi up in the mix as well, sitting in 9th place. Carl Handwerk, after that big wreck in 1, is salvaging, or attempting to salvage, a top 10 as of right now. Bryson Clark, Joseph Kizik, Alan Dobbs, Presley Gilson has been quiet all day. Here he is, sitting up here in top 15. Mark Stryker as well, not number 77. Tyler Logan was running towards the top 5 at the beginning portion of the race. Has fell out. We'll see if he can pick up more. Justin Walters, haven't even talked about him. He's making his first start here in the NFRL Berserker Series. Having a nice strong run in 17th. Morgan Baird, 18th place. David Fuge, 19th. Evan Rice, 20th. Craig Curtis, 21st. 22nd, Connor Crichton. 23rd, Joshua Crane, and Pete Gilson, who's currently displayed 2 laps down, all the way in 24th. Pace car gonna slide onto pit road this time by, and here we go. Not a surprise, the 82 John Furness is gonna elect the high side for the restart. We'll see how that plays out if the 44 or the 48 of Matt Kemp, John Furness can make something of it. Pace car slides itself on a pit road this time by. Green, white, checkered 1 out of 3 will go up and away. Through the gears they go. Green, green, green.
Green flag, green flag.
Look at the blocking down to the low side as Furness trying to pinch down the 48 as much as he can. Oh, they didn't even get an arc into 1. Nichols to the low, through the middle of Vince Marsh, Matt Kemp. We'll work down the back straight away. Nichols is coming. Kemp 2 is also coming. He's going to slide to the low side. We'll see if there's contact as they make themselves off of turn number 4, but they're side by side right behind in the mirror. That's all that the 82 needs to see. White flag this time by as it crosses the wire. 1 more lap to go in Michigan. And they're 2 by 2 looking like Daytona into 1. Crash right behind. Vince Morse gets turned. They work right off the corner as the field scrambles right behind. The 46, Ryan Libby gets turned as well. Hard wreck right behind. The 10 is up on the wall. Huge wreck as a blowover in the background. But meanwhile in the 3, One last chance for the 44. Can't make it happen. Working right off of turn number 4. This time by the 82 will prevail here at Michigan. Congratulations to your winner. John Furness picks up win number 2. What a race, and what a hectic finish, as there was cars all over the place right behind. But up front, the lap that mattered most, the 82 of John Furness will pick up his first win here tonight in the NFRL Berserker Series. Round number 12. What a race. What a victory for the 82 John Furness to hold off a hard charging 44 of Zach Nichols. And he's going to burn it down and slide it perfectly onto victory lane where he belongs. Congratulations to the 82. And we're going to show full results in front of your screen. John Furness picks up his second win of the season. Zach Nichols is going to be in his second place. Matt Kemp third, Kyle Smalley fourth, Kirk Marble gonna round up in fifth place, coming out of nowhere. Derek Winter, J.D. Kurtachi, Morgan Baird, Joseph Kizik, Presley Gilson. Round out the top 10, Mark Stryker, Craig Curtis, Tyler Logan, Evan Rice, Dave Fuge, Joshua Crane, Justin Walters, Carl Hanwork, Vince Marsh, Alan Dobbs round out 20th. Bryson Clark, Brian Libby, Connor Crichton, Pete Gilson, Chase Bonster, Eric Royce, Mark Love, Kevin Foster, Skylar Carnes, Lucas Cram round out 30th place. 31st, Aaron Mulrooney Jr., Parker Tatro, Josh Peak, and Liam Sheen, who did not start the race. Congratulations to the number 82, John Furness, for picking up his second win. We'll be right back as we interview the top 3 here for tonight. John Furness, Zach Nichols, and Matt Kemp. and we're back here tonight as we end off the race for the Michigan 120 here on a high note with a hectic run to the start-finish line, and yet again it came down to another late race restart, but all in the end, the number 82 of John Furness will round himself to the top of the board. And John, congratulations, man, you led the most laps all the day, and that 44 was hard charging all the way for that final restart. How'd you hold him off there at the end?
Yeah, thanks. It was wasn't too hard. Had we gone a long green flag run, I might have been in trouble. Zach had a really good car in the long run. He was good at managing those tires today. But I am glad to get the win. Happy about winning my home track race. Happy that No Chance Motorsports qualified 1 through 5, and we finished top 3. So couldn't ask for much more today.
Right, man, and last week you were hoping to get yourself out of the top 5, and here you are. Not only did you overperform, you're sitting here in victory lane, man. Your second win of the season. What does this mean to you? Not only to pick up your second win, but to take the points lead here after tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome. Again, I couldn't be happier. I really wanted to win this race tonight. I love this track. Track was pretty good tonight. I mean, the car would get like a little bit loose on the long run, so you had to balance it out between, you want to go hard at the start because there's so many cautions usually, or do you want to save your stuff for the long run? So a little bit of a game you had to play there with the tires, but all in all, it was fun. I love racing here. I enjoy the fact that my teammates all ran well. Had a couple of them get wrecked out tonight, but finished in top 3. That's a pretty good deal. I'm super excited.
Yeah, man, 10-4. Congratulations on your win. We're going to go ahead and let you go. Any sponsor you want to thank here for tonight's race?
Yeah, for sure. I want to thank Motorsport League admins for putting this deal on. Thank you for broadcasting. And then the sponsors, Crockett Creek Beef Jerky. We got Butt Kicker, Next Level Racing, and Blaze Pizza. So thanks to all the sponsors, and hope everybody enjoyed the race. I know I did. It's a lot of fun, and we will see you guys next week.
All right, man. 10-4. John Furness rounding himself out with his second win of the season. Can't wait to see you coming next week, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
That was John Furness in the number 82, and we're going to slide ourselves back one more position to Zach Nichols. And unfortunately, man, you came up short. You were trying to go 3 in a row here at Michigan, but, man, you were hard charging there for that final restart. Could you have done something better there for that final restart to pick up the checkered flag, or was it just too late?
I don't really know. I think we got that restart pretty good. It's just that, man, that 48 car, he sucked on restarts, let me tell you. He could not get a restart to save his life, it seemed like. But, yeah, we got that restart pretty good. We're going to go to his inside, but he kind of blocked us down there, which is expected with a green-white checkered. So he went to the outside. We got a run-off turn, too, and we got past him. But just not enough laps. I felt like we were really fast on the long runs. Just we didn't have that short run speed we needed.
Right, man. Speaking of runs, you had, obviously, probably the fastest car on the racetrack. How was the car out there? Loose, tight? How'd it feel?
Yeah, it was pretty neutral the first, couple, 5 to 10 laps, and then the rear end would start to kick out slower and slower, and around lap 15, I don't actually think we even got to a 15-lap green flag run, but around there it started getting pretty loose.
All right, man, 10-4. We're going to let you go here for tonight. Unfortunately for you, you came up short, but looking strong coming into next week. Any sponsor you want to thank here for tonight?
I'd like to thank Paul's Carts Performance Heads and Pro Fleet Transport, and I'd also like to thank you for broadcasting the races and the league admins for putting this fun league on.
All right, man, 10-4. Zach Nichols is going to round himself in second place, so we'll go ahead and talk to you coming next week, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll slide ourselves back one more position to the number 48 of Matt Kemp. And Kemp, you're playing spoiler to those top 2 of John Furness and Zach Nichols, but man, what a day here to round yourself coming here with the top 5. How was your day overall?
Yeah, we definitely tried. I mean, I'd appreciated some help from a teammate on that last restart to maybe get by that other teammate, but I see how it. No, I'm just kidding. He did a good job, and ended up second, obviously, but he's saying I sucked on restarts. And was he talking crap in here? Was he saying I sucked on restarts? Yeah. No, I definitely did, but I did pretty good on the last one, so he just did a little better. But yeah, it was a pretty decent day for us.
Right, man. Looks like you got a bit of front end damage. The nose and hood was cracked a bit. Where'd you get that off of?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I would not doubt it. So now I just have an excuse of why I didn't win. So sweet.
All right, 10-4, man. Well, we're looking forward to you coming on to next week. I don't know what track we go next week. Let me go ahead and pop it up. Looks like we go to Rockingham coming next week. You looking forward to that, man?
Oh heck yeah, that sounds like a really awesome time.
Well, 10-4, man. Hopefully you can aim yourself for your first win in the NFRL Berserker series coming out Rockingham. But congratulations on our 3rd place. Any sponsor you want to thank here for donate?
Oh yeah, thanks. And yeah, I just want to thank the league for everything they do. They do a really great job putting this on. Got to thank all my teammates. We No Chance Motorsports, got to say it, freaking top 5 in qualifying. It's pretty decent. And then top 3 in race. I'm pretty proud of that. So thanks to those guys for all that. It was pretty fun. So yeah, I got to thank my definitely real sponsors, Chevrolet and Hendrick Motorsports. You know, they do a lot for us. That Hendrick horsepower.
All right,
and thanks
man.
for the broadcast, everything you guys do too.
All right, man. Thank you. 10-4. Congratulations on your 3rd place. We'll go ahead and let you go. Can't wait to see you coming next week at Rockingham.
Appreciate it.
That was Matt Kemp in number 48, and that will be all here for tonight. Congratulations to your winner, John Furness, for picking up his first here. I mean, not his second here of the season. Until next time, the Michigan 120 rounds itself out with a banger. We'll see you coming next week at Rockingham. And otherwise than that, yeah, my name is Zeke Reyes. Until next time, KMN, signing out.